They slammed me against the hood of my own car, the metal still warm from the sun, now pressed against my cheek like a brand. Behind me, her voice cut through the sirens, trembling, breathless, but not afraid. No, not afraid. Calculated. He's dangerous. He threatened me. He has guns. Her words spilled out with the perfect rhythm of someone who had practiced. Tears slid down her cheeks with movie scene precision, mascara already smudged like she timed it. She clutched her purse as if I were some monster trying to rip it from her hands. I didn't resist, didn't argue. I just looked at her, and for the first time, I didn't see my wife. I saw the role she was playing, and she wouldn't even meet my eyes. In the back of the cruiser, I sat with my hands cuffed and my jaw locked. They said I had one call. I didn't ask for a lawyer. I gave him a name she wouldn't recognize. She'd seen him once, briefly, at our wedding, a firm handshake, a polite nod, and he disappeared into the crowd. She never asked who he was. Now, she was about to find out. We were high school sweethearts. She used to say, we built each other. Maybe she was right. I gave her my 20s, my ambition, my name, started a security firm from a borrowed laptop and sleepless nights. She stood beside me in those early days, cheering me on. I thought it was love. Maybe it was convenience. The cracks started to show after the money rolled in. I caught the way her face shifted when I walked in unexpectedly. Her hand snapping her phone screen off too quickly. The way her, "You're lucky I stayed," stopped sounding like affection and started sounding like contempt. Still I stayed. I gave her everything. I ignored the red flags until they became fire alarms. I only started paying attention when she kept asking for passwords she had no reason to need. When I found her going through my safe under guise of asterisk organizing things. Asterisk. She smiled just a little too easily when she thought I was broke last year. I remember that moment with clarity, that flicker of relief in her eyes. That's when I knew. She wasn't planning a life with me. She was planning a clean exit. The day I was certain it was raining, I'd come home early. She didn't hear me walk into the kitchen. I heard her voice before she noticed me. He doesn't suspect anything. I'll handle it soon. Just make sure the account's ready. Silence. Then low laughter. Intimate. The kind you share with someone who isn't your husband. I didn't say a word. Just kissed her on the cheek when she finally saw me and claimed she was talking to her sister. Her smile? Pure performance. She thought I was a fool. She was right, but only for a little while. That night, I changed nothing. I let her rest her head on my chest, let her fall asleep in the bed. She thought she'd soon have all to herself. She didn't know the audit on her accounts had already begun, that her secret lawyer was already on my payroll. It took 6 weeks. 6 weeks of pretending to be blind, of letting her move money, delete messages, start seeing someone else behind my back. I saw every text, every kiss, every shady transaction. She was laying a trap for me, framing me for abuse, for violence, for theft. She didn't know I was building my own case, not for court, for collapse. Her lover? Married. 2 kids. His wife received the full chat logs in a brown envelope with no return address. Her offshore accounts? Frozen. Triggered by an anonymous fraud alert from a system I helped design. Then came the final play. She planted an empty gun case in our bedroom, dialed 911, told them I was dangerous, unstable. She thought it was checkmate. She didn't know I'd had lunch with the chief of police 3 days earlier, that I once saved his life in Kabul when everything went to hell. She didn't know who I really was, or what I was trained to do. At the station, they tried to book me. I gave the sergeant a name. He raised an eyebrow, made the call. 15 minutes later, the chief walked in, stone-faced. Release him. Now. He turned to her. "Ma'am, you just made a grave mistake." She blinked. "Wait, I was protecting myself. He's dangerous." The chief didn't even flinch. "Who the hell did you think you were messing with?" She was escorted out. Not arrested, but not free. The next morning, her lawyer received a 300-page audit report. Every lie, every stolen cent. Her lover's wife filed for divorce the same day. Her assets were locked up in a legal maze so complex she wouldn't see daylight for years. I let her keep the house. Empty and echoing, she stayed one night, then packed her bags and moved in with her sister. Funny how fast people vanish when the money dries up. Do I hate her? No. Hate is loud, messy, weak. What I feel is colder, sharper, a quiet satisfaction, the kind that comes from watching a liar drown in her own script. She made a choice. She wanted a life without the man who built it. Now she has nothing, and I have peace. She thought she married a bodyguard. She forgot I was trained to detect threats, even the kind that shares your bed.